let's do the same. Let's do the same.
Hello and welcome. Today we'll be taking a closer look at the newest addition to our giant olive team. This is Andrew Norton. Andrew Norton was born in Dublin, Ireland. He showed an interest in video making from a young age, which would manifest itself in his early amateur productions. Andrew would take his first steps toward a career in video production by enrolling in the prestigious Kalash Taduleg. However, critical acclaim would elude him during these years as the productions he fostered while here met with disinterest from the faculty. The faculty would later look back on his work and describe it as actually all right. Events took a turn for the better when Andrew met with who was to be his creative collaborator while studying here. Andy Hall, the now reclusive director, attended Kalash Taduleg, and together they would go on to develop their talents abroad in the UK. Here in the University of Wolverhampton, Andrew would continue making productions of increasing intelligence and originality. However, his creative partnership with Andy Hall would become fractured when Hall was refused entry into Andrew's dance group, Handsome Andrew's Fancy Dancers. This newly forming rivalry would deepen when Andy Hall, in a moment of ego-fueled megalomania, destroyed all the prints of his and Andrew's dissertation film. Sources close to the film claim that Andy Hall chose to destroy the film when he decided that he had created a piece of art too beautiful for the world to watch.
Every time anybody want to talk about Andrew Norton, it's always the same thing. Why'd you burn the film? Yeah, I'll burn the film and I'll do it again. I told that boy the world's not ready for that film.
Snapping into action, Andrew Norton remade the film under heavy time and budget constraints, and went on to receive a 2.1 honors degree from the university. However, Andy Hall saw his unauthorized remake as the ultimate and final insult. He swore revenge on Andrew Norton, revenge that he would get. After finishing university, Andrew Norton moved to London to pursue his career further. His first big break came when he convinced a major television studio to back his production of a hard-hitting political show called Blind Eye.
I think it is the media who are making too much fuss over this.
And how much fuss would you like the media to make over the end of the world?
Success would not find him on this endeavor, however, as his old rival Andy Hall stirred up political and social unrest against Andrew. Their hands tied by their stockbrokers, the studio dropped the show after Andrew was denounced as a communist by Andy Hall. Blacklisted by the major studios and shunned by the public, Andrew fought valiantly on. He raised enough funds while under a pseudonym for his comeback project. It was to be a small-budget science fiction movie detailing the tale of a bureaucrat working on the Office of Alien Affairs who comes into contact with a strange substance that turns him into an alien. Unfortunately, this was also the plot to District 9, which had come out some months earlier. Andrew would find himself being accused of foul play and was called a charlatan wherever he went. Shunned and exiled again, Andrew Norton fled to Africa, hoping to find a place where no one knew his name. While here, he found he wasn't able to leave his passion alone. He started making music videos for local rap troops. These videos became internet phenomenons and catapulted Andrew Norton's name back into the minds of the major studios. However, Andrew could not be brought back. He refused all offers, claiming he had found his peace. And maybe Andrew would have stayed there had it not been for the crafty negotiating skills of George Salas. He traveled to Africa with one goal in mind: convince Andrew back to work with him. And convince him he did. As Andrew came back to work at the Giant Olive Theater Company, the existing members of Giant Olive were excited at the news of his addition.
The Andrew Norton, he walked through the door and it was just...
It's an honor for me to work with Andrew.
With his skills, commitment, energy, focus, talent, Giant Olive Film will take us to another level.
Andrew Norton's story is one of false starts, creative setbacks, false accusations, but ultimately triumph. And those are always the best stories.
Oh yeah. I'm up on the 11th floor and I'm watching the cruisers below.